If you're a fan of SpongeBob SquarePants, then you most likely watched the episode I Was a Teenage Gary. It originally aired on October 28, 1999. In each and every airing, the episode would air normally, but the version I saw back in 1999 was way different than the actual airing. So I was an executive producer at Nickelodeon Studios back in 1998. I always loved working at Nickelodeon Studios, until in 1999 when things went wrong. So I was looking at the test screeners watching the SpongeBob episode I Was a Teenage Gary. I sat down and watched with them. Everything was fine at first, until it got to the part where Squidward had to inject Gary with the snail plasma. SpongeBob kept saying, "Wait!" until Squidward accidentally injected SpongeBob's eyeball. I said, "That's painful." The test screeners nodded. Then Squidward pulled the snail plasma out of SpongeBob's eyeball, and SpongeBob's eye fell out. His empty hole was bleeding. SpongeBob tried to yell, but moaned, saying, "Get the F out of here!" Me and the test screeners were shocked with what SpongeBob said. Squidward ran out of the house, and SpongeBob's eyeball fell off the snail plasma. SpongeBob picked it up and shoved it back in his hole, and said, "That son of a bee will get payback." I complained, why was SpongeBob swearing? The test screener said, "We don't know." SpongeBob asked if Gary was hungry. Gary meowed yes. So it cut to SpongeBob fixing Gary's snail po, but SpongeBob started eating all of the snail po cans. He walked over to Gary and said, "Sorry Gary, I ate all of the food for no reason." Gary looked at SpongeBob with a blank expression. Then SpongeBob meowed. He asked himself, why did I just do that? Then SpongeBob and Gary walked to the bathroom while SpongeBob looked in the mirror and started to transform into a snail. It cut to Squidward going to sleep, but there was a knock at his door. He walked to the door and said,
"SpongeBob, I already told you, you're gonna be just fine."
SpongeBob was a snail and kept meowing while Squidward screamed. He ran inside and barricaded his doors and windows, but SpongeBob managed to get in by breaking the wood down, while Squidward kept on running away from him. Then Squidward's house turned sideways, and Squidward had the snail plasma injected into his nose. Squidward started to transform into a snail in a realistic and uncomfortable way. Then Squidward looked directly at the camera and meowed, but there were subtitles. It said, "Anyone who watched this episode will die in 3 days." Then the episode ended. Me and the test screeners screamed and ran out of the room. We told the crew members what just happened. They didn't believe us. We took them to the screening room and showed them what we watched. They revolted at what they saw. The writer said, "We didn't make this. Someone must have made a bootleg version of this." So they took the episode and burned it outside. We don't know who could have made this episode, but I hope it never happens again.